Good morning. Nice to see you all. I'm Michael Mandrell, visiting from Portland. These are the Center for Spiritual Living Tabernacle Choir singers. A song called The Spirit Chant, and we'll kind of start it off slow. The words are up on the screens. And we'll go around a few times because it's short, and we'll sing it like we're in church. And I am spirit, and I am holy, and I am sacred, and I am love. Goes to you. And you are spirit, and you are holy, and you are sacred, and you are love, and we are spirit, It's called Go in Peace by Sam Baker. The words are there. We'll do it nice and slow. You can join in. And it's short. We'll sing it 3 times. Go in peace, and go in kindness, go in love, go in faith. Leave the day behind us, day is gone. Go in grace, and let us go into the dark, and not afraid and not alone, and let us hope by some good measure safely to arrive at home. So go in peace, and go in kindness, go in love, go in faith. Leave the day behind us, day is done. Go in grace, and let us go into the dark, and not afraid and not alone, and let us hope by some good pleasure safely to arrive at home, and let us hope by some good pleasure safely to arrive at home. Thank you.
Good morning. Welcome to the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Reverend Steve Van Meter, your senior minister. It's my honor and privilege to welcome you here this morning. You made it. This is the place to be. You got yourself here, up and dressed and ready for the day. And here we go. So I'm just so grateful that you made this your spiritual destination for the morning. And you are in store for a treat. We have a wonderful musical guest, Michael Mandrell. And we're so blessed to have him with us today. But we're blessed to have you here today. And we're going to do what we do every Sunday. So if you're so inclined and would like to read with us our vision mission statement, which states, we are an open, loving, spiritual community dedicated to evolving consciousness through teaching spiritual principles. That's what we do here, is we're a teaching chapter of the science of mind. And if you don't know what that is, that's okay, because it knows what you are. And you made it here, so you have some idea of what's going on. And if you don't, I'm available after the service. If you have any questions, I will direct you to somebody who can answer them for you. I will answer them, okay. Well, we have some announcements. You know, a good church service is nothing without announcements, right? So, let's get through this here. A call to help shape the next chapter of our center. We are in need of board members. And I know that the right people at the right place at the right time, right now. So there are applications on the back counter. If you feel so called, you have to have been a member for 6 months. But we are entering a whole new phase of enlightenment here that you are going to want to be part of, and you want to join our board to be it. So I want to thank all the people that have taken applications and all those greater yet to be ideas that are coming through as you're serving as your board that supports this center in a whole new way. I want to do some thank yous. It's been quite a weekend. The Full Moon Project played over at Area 61 Friday night. We rocked the house, and several of you came and supported our little band, and we were so successful, the owner stayed around and listened to us and actually handed us a little extra tip money and said, "We want to have you back." So it's really good that we're, it's great when your people that love you say that you were great, but when people that don't know you say you're great, it's like, okay. And they have a new term for people that follow our band, the Full Moon Project. They're called Moonheads. So I don't know if you want to adopt that for yourself or not. Also, last night, Michael Mandrell played at our local Partake wine bar and fine dining, and we had a wonderful experience. And we filled the place with church members, so it was a wonderful experience. And now here we are today. And I just want to thank everybody that supports our center and all the activities that go along with it. So thank you all. Yes. Annual membership meeting is Sunday, September 20th at noon. Please, we need to have a quorum to do voting and to, just hear what we're doing and what's going on with our center. We're going to elect those new board members. We're going to have so many board members. We may have more board members than we have positions, but we will create new positions for you. So step forward, because your center needs your assistance at this time during this transition. Of course, I've already covered Michael Mandrell, but he's still getting flyers out. Let's see. The last practitioner-led summertime spirit gathering is this Thursday. Is that correct? Is that right? Okay. Thursday, the 27th, from 6 to 7:30 over in the LEC building. So please come and join one of our practitioners, and we just talk about what's going on in the magazine, our Science of Mind magazine, and whatever else comes up. It's pretty open to whatever the practitioner or the consciousness in the room is. So if you have something that you want to ask a question of a practitioner, always wanted to, this is your chance. Let's see, that's the thing for the gatherings. We have flyers for everything now. I love it. Let's see. Deborah Perdue, our workshop class goddess gratitude gal, is doing a Connecting with the Angels Within and Around Us 7-week book study that begins Thursday, September 17th from 3:30 to 5, right in this room. Oh, okay. It's in the LEC. But if there's enough people, we may fill this up. So if you have questions about it, please talk to Deborah. It is there a sign-up in the back yet? Okay, there's a sign-up sheet in the back. Please sign up. And this is really exploring your ideas of archangels or guardian angels or earth angels or the angelic realm. Animals live in the angelic realm, and then they come and share with us. Have you felt that? Like your animals are already connected, and they're so in the now moment. They don't care, that you were gone for 20 minutes. They think you just appeared, Oh my God, you're home. You made it back. You went to the bathroom. Yay! You made it back. So anyway, but I believe that there are angels among us, and there is a connection that can be made when we are in alignment with our source energy. So come find out more about that. Whenever Deborah comes up with a new class, I'm like, oh man, I have stuff for my talk coming. This is great. And you would ask about a talk I did that had angels, and I don't think that was in my notes. So, yeah, I just spoke into the room in the moment, so I don't have anything I can send you on it. So, okay, Let's see. Ongoing events. Every Sunday morning, we have a meditation group that meets from 9:50 to 10:05 over in the LEC building. So if you find yourself here early, come and sit with us and just silently meditate and just connect with the divine that you are, and let that happen. Also, Full Moon Project. We have another gig coming up at the Wonderbur. That's going to be fun. Yeah, we're going to rock that house, right? Friday, September 11th. So we're going to be doing an honoring and come honor that date, which is a very sacred. I think it's 25 years. Has it been 25 years? I think so. Anyway, we are going to be honoring with music that day. What a great way to honor the energy of all that is. And then we got a gig at the Rogue Putt and Putt Saturday 9/19. Now, wouldn't that be fun? Come and putt with us. Whatever that is. I have not seen golf over there, so I don't know. Maybe it was a golf course at one time. And now we have some other announcements. The flowers today are from Shirley. Which Shirley? Shirley, yes. Barkland. Okay. Yeah. And Heidi. Thank you, Heidi. We so love having flowers, don't we? It just makes our day. So if you wanted to bring flowers, just bring them. Or you can talk to Deborah, and she can coordinate a date that works best for you. And then at the end of the service, you can take them home and have them all week in your home. So think about doing that. Let's see. Anybody here for the first time? I think we have a couple people, yes, and in the back. And you guys already got your welcome packets. We want to properly welcome you here. It's okay, Gary. I already got him welcome packets, so it's okay. But thank you for making this your spiritual destination for the morning, and we encourage you to come back or come and speak to us or whatever you want. We're just glad that you made this your spiritual destination for the morning. Do you have a cell phone? We went through this last time, and my cell phone went off in the middle of service. Wasn't that great? And I'm like, whose is that? And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. So now it's in the back. Daniel is protecting it. He's like, don't touch your phone. So if you have a cell phone, put it on buzz. Are these somebody's glasses? Oh, they're yours. Okay. No worries. I was just like, are these lost and found? Okay. And let's see, what else do we have? Let us stand briefly and greet one another, and then we are going to sing We Are One. Welcome.
Let's all join together. We are one. We are one. I am you, you are me. We are one. And in this unity we shall live in harmony. As peace has come, as we are one. We are one. We are one. I am you, you are me. We are one. And in this unity we shall live in harmony. As peace has come, as we are one.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Deborah Perdue, and I'm a licensed practitioner here, and it's always my honor and joy to be up on the podium. Please join me in reading the gratitude on the screen. I am so thankful to be able to channel my anger into meaningful, courageous action. Today, our table practitioner is Gary Torresani, and he's one of our practitioners in training. And so he will be holding the high watch for us all, and he'll direct you to a licensed practitioner if you want a minute miracle, as we call it, prayer. And it's our honor always to hold you in prayer after the service and anytime. Will the practitioners who are available today please raise your hand if you're available to pray afterwards? Paula, Janice, probably Bucky, right behind me and me. Okay, so you'll find yellow prayer requests and blue demonstration sheets in the seat back before you. And you can also submit a prayer request anytime at grantspasscsl.org. Know that our practitioners lovingly pray over each request we receive. Let's read the prayer together on the screen. Knowing there is a creative power in the universe, I consciously align with it to transform my emotional states. I recognize anger as a signal, an invitation to deeper awareness of my values and boundaries. Let's sing I Am Loved. Go ahead and remain seated. I'm going to do a short reading and then we'll go ahead and meditate upon it. This is by Eckhart Tolle, the first quote. There is a point of awareness, a point of stillness, a point of rest, a point of power within you that is not disturbed by anything that happens out there. And from me, even though I personally don't like getting angry, I do know that anger can be a powerful spiritual messenger. Rather than judging it or pushing it away, as I am tempted to do sometimes, I can instead become curious about what it is trying to tell me. Anger may reveal that a boundary has been crossed, an injustice needs our attention, an old wound is asking to be healed, or something within us is ready for change. When we pause, instead of immediately reacting, we can return to that quiet point of awareness within us that Eckhart Tolle describes as, and ask, what is my anger showing me? How can I use this energy for good? Anger carries tremendous energy, and when we consciously redirect that energy, it can become courage, clarity, compassion, positive action, and even transformation. We don't have to let anger control us. We can listen to its wisdom and choose what we do with it. So let's take a moment together to meditate on this idea and go to that place, that sacred place of stillness within. And I'll let you know when it's time to bring your consciousness back to this room with a prayer. Right this very moment, I am feeling the oneness of spirit, always around us, everywhere equally present, and deep within. This oneness is expansive love. It is peace. It is joy. It is wholeness and power and plenty. Getting still brings us to this presence within us. And I know each of us is one with the presence, one with all that is. So I speak my word for each of us today, that we allow every experience to unfold in acceptance, that we learn, grow, and tune into the presence evermore with each passing day. We are absolutely connected in spirit, and we are love, light, compassion, and caring. I know this grants past CSL is a blessing to each of us, and that today is a moment in time for evolution, for deep shifts, if we desire that, to more peace and understanding. We are especially blessed today with Michael Mandrell's beautiful music, and with Rev Steve's sure to be amazing talk. Deeply thankful. I know that every word spoken is being acted upon by the loving, living law of spirit, and I let it go with love. And we can say together, and so it is. Thank you. So now we have more of Michael's music, and then Reverend Steve's talk.
Wow, Michael. You know, some of his material is better left unsaid. That's it for now. Stick around. There's more. Now, let's hear from Michael Mandrell. Well, this is our final Sunday in August, right? Are we not? We got one more? Oh, that's right, but I'm out of town next week. That's right. Jamaica's speaking next Sunday. It's my last Sunday here. So next week, Jamaica will be here. I missed one of my thank yous was for the spiritual gardeners. We had people show up to help beautify and take care of some sprinkler issues and do some of the stuff that, you know, it's challenging with one or two people. But, you know, many hands make light work. So I want to thank all the people that came out and helped us so much. This property is huge, and it needs care, and it needs your spiritual family care. So if you care and love to garden, think about adopting a bed or an area and making it your own and coming and watering it on your own time. And we will set you up. But Linda, raise your hand, Linda, is helping coordinate. And so is Bucky. Bucky is helping coordinate. So if you have a green thumb or a brown thumb would like to turn it green, this is the place to do it. So we have all sorts of things you can do to volunteer. You don't have to know how to garden. If you can hold a hose, you're there, okay? Well, today's talk is mobilizing anger/fear. In one place it was posted that it's mobilizing anger, and in another place it was mobilizing fear. So I'm like, fear, anger, it's just kind of the same thing. Because when we're upset, when we're angry, it's because we usually are afraid of something happening. If you trace it back, somebody did something that ticked you off, right? And you didn't like the way that it ended up. So you got, something in you said, no. You were called to higher consciousness and you didn't want to go. Said, no, I want to have a trauma about this. And there you go. But that's part of our process, isn't it? As long as you don't live there, right? Don't stay there, then we're okay. But when anger moves you into activity for peace and harmony, it has done its job. It's a message system. Like, yeah. The message system could be different. So how can we transform our anger into compassionate action for our collective good? You can stand in front of the TV and curse it and throw your remote at it and all that stuff. That's just going to make you go buy a new TV. But you can say, that's a prayer request. What does this look like all worked out? What if it was healed? Maybe you do this in your life with something else that's going sideways. Is you look at it from, if I want to reverse engineer a healing, how does it feel to be healed? So right now we're in a present moment, right? Your memory is all the things that have happened to you, right? And our memory is a fallible instrument, isn't it? I mean, it can change. If you ask two people about what happened just 5 minutes ago, you're going to have two completely different perspectives. So, this is the cheat on manifesting. What about our future? What if we were to imagine our future as all working out perfectly? It's just like our past. We can recreate our past. It's never too late to have a happy childhood. You just have to change your energy about it. And the things that you want to be, do, and have in your future, happen in this moment by you thinking about it. So if you think about it as a miracle, as already done, you are ordering that from the universe. What a great place of manifestation, right? In believing that your miracle is already here. How does it feel now that the thing that you are looking for is already done? That sense of relief. You know, that sense of, I don't have to worry about that anymore. I don't have to get angry about it anymore. Anger often gets a bad rap. But what if it holds that sacred secret spark? See, everything happens for a reason. So what is anger for? What is the purpose of anger? Like, what is the purpose of the mosquito? There are, I'm sure I will hear afterwards, everybody will tell me, you know what the mosquito does. From a science of mind perspective, anger is not something to ignore, but an energy to understand and skillfully direct or redirect. You know, sometimes we don't have control of our anger. Has something ever happened to you and you go right into anger? No. Well, I know that when that's happened to me, I have been out of control of my emotions. Right? My emotions took control of me. And it happens. It happens to us. Something happens. I mean, this is, you know, we're always reacting to life. But what if we were to respond with love? What if we were to go, you know what? This too is good. This too is God. And I demand to see the blessing in this right here, right now. That's forecasting harmony. That's forecasting peace. There's a difference. So this philosophy, the science of mind, religious science, or new thought, or whatever you want to label it, ancient wisdom, new thought, ancient wisdom. There is a creative power in the universe greater than any one individual that includes each individual. And we can consciously align with it. And that's where we are right now. We are aligned. Now, when you spin out in anger, you're out of alignment. And as you bring yourself back to center, everything in your life gets recentered by your perspective. And you have control over your perspective. Most of the time, right? And this will transform our emotional states into higher consciousness. See, anger wants you to stay at its level. But it's really giving you information to move you up in consciousness. And when you stay in anger, you go, I don't want to go. I want to be angry. And sometimes we have to process that. I mean, this isn't about turning away from anger. It's about turning into what it's telling you. Rather than viewing anger as purely a destructive energy, science of mind invites us to recognize anger as a signal, a way shower, a little red flag, an invitation to deepen our awareness of our values and our boundaries, which is really good. You know, being afraid or fearful of something keeps you from stepping in front of buses. You know, I mean, if there's a busy street, you know to look both ways. You know, the golden rule, look both ways, make sure it's cool. That's what I was taught. By cultivating mindfulness and our spiritual awareness, we learn to pause and ask it, inquire, what core truth or cherished principle is being threatened here? Why do I feel out of alignment? In this way, anger becomes an opportunity for growth and conscious action. Conscious action. When we're in anger, we're not consciously directing. We are being pulled by our anger in certain directions. You know that feeling of being out of your mind? That's where it came from. I was out of my mind. Well, get back in your mind. Mind your mind. So our reading today is from Menakahi, and they wrote in Decolonizing Nonviolent Communication Co-Conspirator. If an emotional experience is inaccessible to us, it is an indicator that we are not in full choice. Emotional experiences begin to be limited in infancy when we start receiving cues that we need to not be so upset, not be so sad, not be so happy. You know? It's like, oh, you're too happy. I'm sorry. You know, and as children, many of us were told through our words or otherwise to limit our enthusiasm and joy. Oh, you want to tap that down a little bit. You want to dial that down a little bit. You ever been told, you know, when you were like excited about something, you want to just not share that with everyone because you're a little much. Well, go be a little much. You know what? It's okay. It's okay to experience. That's why you're here, is to have joy and all those things. And see, when we don't, we push down. And guys, you know what I'm talking about. Something comes up and you just push it down. I'm not going to feel this. I'm not going to react to this. Or I'm going to get mad about this. And if we keep pushing down our feelings, soon enough happens that all of a sudden we explode. You know that feeling? Okay, back to my reading. Anger is one such emotion that is frequently locked away and denied. The result is a struggle to communicate anger in healthy ways and difficulty distinguishing between anger that serves and toxic anger. You know the difference between anger that serves and toxic anger? If you are moved to do something that hurts yourself or somebody else, that's toxic. But when you're moved to improve something in your life to get out of the anger, that's constructive. That moved you into a new level of awareness. Anger that serves is like a flame. It is forward moving and it is bright. When it is acknowledged, it dissipates quietly and quickly. Toxic anger, on the other hand, lives in our bodies like a poison. It swims in circles with no place to go. No amount of expression diminishes our vulnerability and its hold on us. We feel vulnerable. We feel like we're being attacked. Well, you know what? Stand up in your alignment and decide, you know what? I don't have to take this from anybody. You know what I mean? Usually if we're saying it like that, we've already taken it. I don't have to take that from anybody. Usually you've already ingested the energy of that. But when you go, you know what? That's not for me. That's not mine. I don't have to take that. See the difference, the subtle difference in energy? If we're already angry, we're going to react from anger. But if we can keep our cool while everybody else is losing their minds, then we will prevail, won't we? You know, if you're in an argument with somebody and you know you're right, just fall silent and smile. Because you aren't going to convince them, are you? You ever try to convince somebody of your way? Oh, back to my reading. A mass gathering, unexpressed feelings and unmuted needs, both intergenerational and individual. Again, that is a form of not being in alignment. So, how do we get ourselves back? Ernest Holmes wrote in The Science of Mind, emotion uncontrolled produces chaos. Unexpressed, it produces confusion, conflict, and complexes for energy. We will have an outlet. So, what's your outlet for your anger? My dad used to say, go out and kick the trash can. You need to get that out of your system. Go out and, just express that. Because if it sits in you, it becomes bottled pain. And if it sits in us long enough, we start to have like arthritis and movement problems because we haven't let the energy go. You got to let that stuff go, right? Let it go, man. It's not going to serve you. When anger is transmuted through spiritual practice, anger's fire can fuel courageous conversations, just action, and compassionate boundary setting. Yes. Set your boundaries. Go, you know what? I have certain priorities in my life. And you are not one of them. God bless you. I love you enough to let you go. We become co-creators with Spirit when we do this, channeling our emotions for collective upliftment and healing. See, it's all calling us back to healing, the revealing of truth. Mobilizing anger does not mean lashing out. Usually we're lashing out because of our own inner hurting, aren't we? We're mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. You're going to go make somebody else's life hell too. Oh, that's great metaphysics, isn't it? Consciously channeling anger towards justice, compassion, and creative change is a perfect outlet for releasing anger and being the healing that you're seeking. We align with greater good when we transmute reactive energy into sacred forward-moving momentum and higher consciousness. See, anger is an inner alarm system. Stop. Align. Rethink some things. If you get mad, angry, you're part of the anger, and energy flows where our attention goes. And if our attention is on what's not working, we are feeding what's not working to grow bigger. So if we turn away from it, not to deny it, but we go, okay, I'm angry, but what is the miracle here? What is the situation asking me to go deeper about that I want to resist? Because we're in resistance. The word migraine headache, is because you're going against the grain. You're going against your grain. And if you're paddling upstream as hard as you can. You ever feel like that in your life? I keep telling them, but they're just not listening. I'm paddling upstream. Well, you know what? Turn your canoe around. That paddle, if you're going downstream, you can just put it in and steer yourself where you want to go. There's nothing upstream you want anyway. It's all the goodies are down there. Your past are full of stuff that you've already experienced yet. That's a good one. So, anger acts as an internal alarm system, instantly alerting us whenever a personal boundary has been crossed or a deeply held value feels threatened. In our teaching, we advise to pause and reflect on the anger. What is its message? And once we receive the message, what happens to the messenger? dissipates back into the nothingness from which it came. Once we get the message, the messenger is no longer, the anger is no longer needed. It has done its job. It brought about exactly what you needed for your contract to be fulfilled, and you are moving towards the ultimate goal of higher consciousness. That's why we're here. So, here's my question. What part of myself is seeking understanding, seeking healing, or seeking protection? By approaching anger with this type of curiosity and compassion, we allow ourselves to listen deeply and recognize the wisdom behind the emotion. And when we come from that place of spiritual alignment, we become part of the solution. Don't you want to be part of the solution? Well, there are times that I want to be mad. But after I've processed that anger and that madness, I want to fix it. I want to figure it out. I don't want to experience this again and again and again. Recreation, recreation. We don't want to recreate those challenges, do we? In this way, anger is transformative, transforming us from an impulsive reaction into a powerful doorway for inner insight and conscious growth. I like that. Love is at the core of everyone's anger. It's because you love so much that you're willing to get ticked off about it. That's good. Just don't stop there. Don't pitch a tent. Don't buy the t-shirt. Keep walking. And as you walk through that valley of challenge, there will be a light. There will be enlightenment that comes to you through your seeking transformation. Beneath anger often lies profound love for justice, for well-being, and for dignity, or for the relationships and values that we hold dear. And in Science of Mind, we teach that both love and law guide the universe. Love and law. You can't always help what you love, can you? Sometimes you just love something because you love it. I don't know, I just love that. Love points the way, and law makes the way possible. They go together. So, follow your dreams. Listen with love. And then move into action that is positive. When anger arises within us, it acts as that signal, that pointing directly at the things that we cherish most deeply, and illuminating our innermost convictions. This perspective invites us to pause, recognize that our strongest emotions are often born from a deep desire to protect, to heal, and to uphold something sacred within us. Your value system has been attacked. You don't like it. You're up in arms about it. Well, move into love. Tai Chi it, the energy away. Not for it to become you, but for you to become aware of the energy and use it for your good. By honoring this love, we can use anger as a constructive fuel, creating change rooted in compassion, clarity, and a heart-centered purpose for creating a better world that works for everyone. This is following our teaching. This is why we came here. Did you know that you all signed a contract when you came in? Part of that contract is you would forget where you came from. I'm like, if I had just a little bit more remembrance of what I'm supposed to do here, just a clue would be good. But here we are. On your contract, it says that you are going to have a spiritual experience. Here you are. How's it going? How's your spiritual experience going? Well, you found yourself here, so you're doing pretty good, I would say. Something is working. I mean, you didn't just stumble in here. Well, maybe somebody did, but that's okay. Because, the law of attraction, here you are. So in conclusion, we are not afraid of anger. We are aware of its power, recognizing it as a commanding force that can inspire change when approached with mindfulness. See, when we appropriately address the anger, it gives us the energy to move us forward. God bless that energy, right? Again, don't stay in the anger, but get its message. Anger, when met with spiritual consciousness and a willingness to listen, becomes a profound tool for personal and collective transformation. Rather than letting anger divide or consume us, we are invited this week to listen deeply to our anger's message. What is trying to get your attention? Honor that energy intensely. Listen for the call beneath the anger. What is this pointing me towards? And consciously redirect the fire towards the healing of ourselves and our communities rather than just chewing it up. It's not about who did what. It's about how do we fix things. It's not a problem of a person doing something wrong. It's how do we fix the energy so the energy doesn't become who we are. That's where healing lies. At the heart of our fury is love. A fierce devotion to justice, dignity, and well-being. Our sacred task then is to channel this energy into wise, compassionate action that uplifts and unites us. Because that is you becoming the agent for a meaningful change in the world by transforming your anger into love. And so it is. Amen. Thank you. Well, it's time for us to follow our teaching now, so I invite you to close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or take a soft focus on the flowers or the candles, but let's take a moment and go within and remember who we are. I know that there is a power. There is a source of healing and revealing energy. And it is expressing as each one of us. There is only one of us here. It is source, force, energy, expressing in the countless life forms that each one of us has become. And as such, I know that your intuition is now activated in such a way that reveals to you insights that you have been seeking. As we activate that inner source, each one of us becomes our best practitioner for ourselves. And in so doing, new energy is being revealed through our alignment. New ideas are being shared. A new feeling of healing energy is moving through our bodies, our beings. If there's any place in your body that may need that healing, feel that now. Feel the healing, that tingling sensation of divine right action moving through your soul, through your being. Whatever you are working with personally, I speak my word for healing right here and right now. I activate those angels, those guides, those energies that are waiting for our conscious awareness of it. And in so doing, something new is being revealed to you. So we say thank you. Thank you, divine, loving energy of all that is. Thank you for this teaching, for this center for spiritual living to come and to sit with like-minded people and move towards the ultimate goal of love in our lives. Releasing anger and thanking it. Yes, thanking the anger for its message. We are now fully orbed and resplendent through the renewing of our mind. So we let go. We completely release this word into the living law of mind because it's already done. Your healing is already here. And as we live from that point of healing, new ideas are revealed through our alignment. And we are so blessed. And we take full advantage of these blessings by living them with our friends, our families, and our spiritual community. As we affirm this together by saying, and so it is. Amen. Okay. Well, it's time for our offertory. So if you'd like to take your gift and put it in your hand, put your hand on your heart, or if you're just giving your heart today, that's enough. Let's recite this together. My life is filled with abundance. I give freely and joyously to the sinner who gives so much to me. So it is. A little music. Beautiful. Thank you, Michael. Okay, let's say a prayer for our offertory this morning. From the love of pure spiritual energy, these tithes and gifts have been collected. They are evidence of our faith, our belief, and our ability to manifest in this world of form. They do good work in this world by blessing the giver and the receiver and allowing this, the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living, to be open and available to those who are choosing to remember who they are, and for those who may not know it yet. And for that, this city, this state, this country, this world, this universe is blessed with positive, thriving, abundant energy of love. And it is so. So it is. Amen. Okay, thank you. Well, it is time for our closing song. And please stand and we can sing this together.
Go in peace.
Go in kindness, go in love, go in faith. Lead the day behind us, day is done. Go in grace,
And let us go into the dark, and not afraid, and not alone. And let us hope by some good pleasure safely to arrive at home. And let us hope by some good pleasure safely to arrive at home.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
And now for our benediction. Please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening right now. It's happening in my mind. It's happening in my body. It's happening in the body of my affairs. I think it. I feel it. And I know it. Just the way that it is. And just the way that it is not. Thank you, life. Make it an awesome week, everybody. Thanks for coming. Can you repeat that song a little bit?
Go in peace. Go in kindness. Go in love. Go in faith. Leave the day behind us.
day is done.
Go in grace. Let us go.
Into the dark, not afraid, not alone. Let us go with some good pleasure, safely to